Hello everybody, my name is Octopus the Player and welcome to a very special video. It is a very big day for not only for the Guitar Hero community, but as well as the World Tour Definitive Edition, which right now as we're speaking, it is now in beta testing for online and thanks to basically this one person from Russia and I honestly think you should support him. He has recently been dealing with all the stuff that's happening in the outside world, and honestly, I honestly think you guys should support him by joining into the server, or if you can always support him economically. He has his PayPal on his warehouse server, which we'll be talking about how the whole server works for this game, and yeah, this video is just going to be a very explanation rather than a minimal setup, if anything, about how this server will operate um, when it's completely public. So basically, as of now, Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition is now on a beta branch. If you go to their server, uh, this is the online server that hosts it. Here you'll find all the stuff from the staff that has announced everything, and including the Git updates. In here, if you have GitHub Desktop, you can pretty much pull the beta branch and pretty much get to the newer stuff that has been added, such as loop animations, save files fix, all that good stuff. The thing that's happening right now, we today have opened pretty much the online matchmaking channel right now, and as of now, the whole entire server is pretty much in public beta testing. So you're gonna ask, okay, do I need to buy a license key? Because I know that in the original Guitar Hero 3, Aerosmith, and World Tour PC ports, they have, or at least they used to have, these licenses that they had in their manual, in the back, or the back part of the manual, or somewhere in that area. But the good news is you don't need to do any of that. And thank goddamn Christ. Because if anything, I honestly think it's better not to be using licenses, because really all those servers has been dead for pretty much quite some time. But hey, thanks to our great community and how much uh, have been improving not only the game but to make it playable worldwide. I mean, it's honestly kind of, well, no, not kind of. It's very awesome, and I think it really enhances the whole entire thing. On how you play World Tour Definitive Edition, and not only just with custom characters, you have all the song animation ports that me, Nevermind, and Jimmy Waffles, and some other folks have been porting from all the World Tour era songs to Guitar Hero 5 era songs, all whatnot. It's a really great way to play all of these on PC if you don't have any console and you don't want to pay for some Xbox Live membership that really nobody wants to either way, or not hack their or JTAG their Xbox, all that hassle, right? But thankfully now with this Guitar Hero World Tour PC port, now we can just pretty much play all of these online without any hassle. Keep in mind that if you're gonna play on beta right now, it's going to be a little bit fussy, but that's normal. As of now, it should support up to 200 people or users to be exact, but it's pretty easy. So basically, the idea is you go and join in this Discord server called Warehouse. So in here you'll find announcements, which I wanted to say, our good friend DJ AI bot. And you can see where um, all of his story on his live, on the outside world, and how you can support him. I really do recommend that you do it. I honestly think If anything, he should get all the help that he needs, especially during these times of crisis and unfortunate timings. I honestly think you should, you know, uh, help out the our friends in need. So, in here, as you can see, not only do they have Guitar Hero 3 PC online, they have Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition online. Now you're gonna ask, how do I register? So this is a pretty easy, pretty much a brain dead easy step. So in here, well, I think it's all um, pretty self-explanatory. You just copy this little line WH dash register space Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition. Uh, as of this, you should receive this little DMs of this bot called not AI bot. Don't confuse them with the real DJ AI bot. So it's gonna ask you for the usernames. So it's you can just type like your old Xbox username, or literally the same username that you use for your PC port online if you ever even played it. And then after that, it should ask you for a password. You type out any password that you want, and then it should say, "Okay, account created, K or good," something along the lines of that. So now that you have that completely done, all you gotta do now is if you already installed the beta branch of the newest Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition version as of now, you can go into Documents of your C drive, by the way, then into My Games, and if you don't have Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition here yet, it's most likely that you haven't updated your game yet, or you haven't even run it through once. And that's fine. You can only just run it through once. You just launch it for like a minute or two, and then you close out. Pretty easy. Then automatically you should receive this folder, Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition. You click on it, and then you're gonna see these files. The only thing that you really need to focus is the ini. In here, this is where you can set up your online experience. So in here, there's a in the server there's going to be a pin that I already made and AI bot on how to insert these. It's pretty much online LSG server and auth server. These are the ones that you can use. Then config and use online option. If you don't have this set up, it's most likely that you're not going to get your online option to appear as it's supposed to in game. Also, for rich presence, this is just for Discord. This is completely optional. You can keep it at 0, 1. It doesn't really matter. So after you've done that, I'm going to move my little camera in a second. Okay. Now you can launch Guitar Hero World Tour Definitive Edition. Let it load for a second. So yeah, it's really easy to do all of these. To set up online, and it should work for the most part. So in here, you can go online. That's going to initialize the online services. It's gonna find the hosted server. Give it a second, and there you go. Now it's asking you for an account login, which is pretty there. You can now just put your password, like so. Oh, I wrote it wrong. And there you go, account authorized. Now after all of that, you could continue, or press continue to say. Then online, it's gonna connect to network, and there you go. In here, you can even add friends, funny enough, and it actually does work. As you can see, I have Asai, I have Sedek, I have Dodie, I have AI bot. So if you're wondering how the online works in this game, you do have to set up the difficulty manually because it always going to be defaulted to easy, and then you'd have to change it to expert and whatnot. If you're a keyboard player that plays on all instruments, you can just toggle the instrument by hitting the left shift, as you can see, guitar, bass, drums, vocals. and just like so. Then in here you can go mode. All of these should just work, which I should talk about career right now. Unfortunately, career crashes a lot, and the only thing that has been stable is when you're not using custom characters, and it's only just built-in characters, and most likely is the default characters this game has. So really, the best experience that you can have right now is just banned quick play, like so. It's not career, but it will get fixed eventually. But yeah, anyways, after you set up like your mode, let's say like guitar co-op. Oh, yeah, make sure you have a microphone first. You can start matchmaking, and here that's where you could, um, it would search up your players. In which I should mention this is totally optional, and it's on how to port forward your router. So a lot of the times there's sometimes players can't connect to their friends or to other servers, so they need to pretty much have to port forward their router either manually or automatically. I use this tool called Port Forward Network Utilities. It is completely free. You can use their port checker. It is completely free to use. The only thing you need to do is just go to the port checker and then type out the port forwarding, which by the way it uses TCP and UDP protocol 3074. Pretty straightforward. And just to make sure if it's open, you're good to go. If it's not open, I recommend that you talk to your ISP provider. That's what I did to mine, and gratefully they actually did help me with the situation. Or you may have not port forwarded correctly to the right computer, or you put it into the wrong internal IP address. Um, but yeah, I'll link to that and in the link down down the description, and it's pretty easy to do, but really you guys are gonna have a blast with this feature. So yeah, I hope to see you guys uh on all these gigs for World Tour Definitive Edition, and keep rocking.